Welcome back yet again. WeArEuS, and this is Lords of the Fallen. Last episode we went deep, very deep. This episode we're going deeper, as deep as we can, as soon as we can, because I'm not going to be finished with this area until I've seen, or at least I'm convinced that I have seen, all of it. Nope. Yeah. So it's one of these two ways, and I assume it's this way. Goodness. Yeah. You know, playing with the shield and a sword or two short swords has been enjoyable, but I really find myself missing wielding oversized swords, as inconvenient as it has proven to be. Come on, buddy. How do we do this? Perfect. Ah. I see you. I was in the middle of the animation, so yeah. Make sure we won't have any issues, and then we go deal with them. Look, I haven't played this game in 4 days, 5 days. It has been a while. I forget the buttons. Sue me. That said, all we lost there was 5,000-ish vigor, so no big deal. Odd, but whatever. Why aren't you here? Oh, hey there. What? What is it? I don't see anything. Mother frickin'. I didn't see anything that would cause the lamp to... No, I didn't. I just didn't see anything. Where the frick? What? It's still reacting to something, and there's nothing here. Up there. Noted. The question then becomes, how do we get up there? Let me go. I assume it's through... Oh my god, I hate this. Solved that mystery, didn't we? Alright. Now to figure out... Huh? It's not right. I remember going there, realizing where I was. So, what happened? This is not right. There. No. How? Where's the freaking door then? We did not go that far past the bridge. We go through here. Hold on. Let me go back and check. Yeah, we go through here. I looked at that. I know the wraith is around here somewhere. I remember going out here, realizing where I was. Then I turned. Ah, there it is. I don't have access to any radiant spells. Should be able to get my mitts on this, though. with that timing. What the? No wonder I'm pressing the wrong goddamn button to dodge. I want that spell, so I know I'm going to be farming that guy later. Of course, it is almost 12 in the morning now. Yeah. It's almost 12 in the morning now, and I still have to do the grown-up thing and work on getting a job again. So that actually has to come first, and now I am all sad. Hold up. Hate that. Don't want to go that way. Looks like this. Hey there, buddy. Look. Well, I don't hate whatever that was that happened to him. We also got a pilfered coin. Well, that sucked. Out of healing. Just go ahead and do myself a solid. Oh, well, I want that now. Doesn't look like I can come back once I get it. Right. Okay. Justice. I like it. Let's go up here, see what we can find. Careful. Enhanced Forsaken Grenade. so I didn't kill him the first time around. Neat. I'm also toying with the idea of, instead of using spells to imbue with poison, since I don't really use any others for any other particular reason, I figured, what if I just used Lost WeArEuS Catalyst? I don't know what that's about. I was toying, like I said, I was toying with the idea of just using poison salts to imbue my weapon, and then I'd have throwables to give myself heals that are more reliable, and other stuff that doesn't have such a long animation. Okay. Hey! Enhanced short javelin. I mean, throwable items are starting to look better and better. And I am low on. But then we wouldn't have the fire either, would we? So I think I can work around that. Although the workaround requires some build-up. Whereas the fire spell seems to be a bit faster in terms of applying burn. One in here. Because we have gotten off the beaten path by just a little bit. Well, I say beaten path, but technically we haven't been here before, so it's... We also have 10,000 vigor, so good on us of putting that down. Okay. I don't have a lot of poison salts left, but I think I have... No, we don't have any more other than that. I was hoping I would have some like this, but it's not great. These aren't particularly expensive, but still... Man, I will really hate it if I test out the Heavenly Vial and find out that the goddamn thing is a consumable that is restored when you rest. Anyway. Okay, let's try out the idea I had. What is this? Fungal Bowman Bow. Anyway. Ah, catalyst. Okay. Understood. It's an umbral catalyst. It appears worse than the one I have, which is unupgraded, so that's just terribly pathetic. It also comes with 5 spell slots. I don't need 5, though. It does have better scaling, but that's weird considering that it has such a lower spell power. I guess the lower base spell power is because it has the 5 slots. Though again, I don't have 5 spells I want to cast. Just poison, and I'm guessing this is Magma Surge. I was thinking Inferno. Okay, so we are going to swap to hand. Yes, mostly because of these. Right. Okay. What if the bursting grub we can keep, and then for this one we need fire. This is 100. I'd actually have to check the spell for this. I would go with this for applying burn, but it feels like this is probably the smarter one. As long as I can keep them in the area, they just get DPS'd by the burning ground, I guess you can call it. And I prefer that very much, as opposed to constantly burning mana just to use this and maybe apply burn eventually. This requires much less commitment, and all I have to do is keep the enemy in a particular spot, which isn't too difficult, depending, of course. Fire damage and ignite. Right. So replace this. This can be thrown on the ground, but you can also just throw it at someone's face. And that's probably what we're going to go with. It's not a grenade though, so I can't decrease its cost. And it costs 3 per use. Is that improved? Here it is. Wow, 300 attack. It's not bad. Let's see, we got the enhanced Forsaken grenade, higher attack power. Oh, right. This, I don't know if I showed you. I don't even know if I actually got it on while recording or sometime after in my wandering. This apparently applies, as you can see, burn, and it restores, well, it increases the rate at which your stamina restores. It costs 3 though, and I would much rather have something with a better chance of applying burn. The stamina regeneration doesn't really matter to me like that. So the only thing now is I have to get in the habit of using poison salts and remembering how throwables work. So, oh, we can swap back to this now. Ah, wonderful. Death's Finger and ammunition satchels. I think we can take a second to look at that. Goes here. Why is this called Death's Finger? It has terrible base stats, awful scaling for relevant stats, and doesn't apply any status effects. Shame on me for getting excited. I do know the poison salts don't last long at all. Like, at all. Oop, hate that. So This has to be bait, right? Like, there's no good reason that it's here, but just, I really wish that there was a way for me to be able to tell. And I grab it really quickly. Yeah. But as I was saying, I wish there was a better way to tell, or way to tell at all, if an item was bait or not. Shame on me. Why am I fat rolling? Because yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, that kind of sucks. It's actually really annoying. Don't need this. Question becomes what to replace it with. I don't need that. Increase spell power, crossbow. Deal additional posture damage. Maybe that one? Yeah, I guess. Oh, hey there. Well, I apparently got this guy's catalyst as well. I can confirm that this is not going to be a mimic. I don't really know what else to call it. This might be an execute dagger. You know, I haven't actually found any dagger weapons. But there's always a first exactor, not an executor. There's always a first time for everything. Unfortunately, this is a holy weapon that does not apply smite. So I do have to question its value. I'd like to give it a try, but I don't really have anything that works well with it. So we picked up Justice a little while ago. Oh, it's a grand sword. And it requires 34 strength, so that's going right in the box. Because I'm not... Ooh, what's this? Chipped spear. No statuses. Not great. Hey, no, that's great. Love the aesthetic. I don't want to go in. Nope. I don't think this is the time for trying to get a handle on this new setup I'm trying out, so instead we'll swap back to the catalyst and the ring, which is this one.
Another unfortunate made a slave to unceasing hunger. I pity you. But, as bleak as this refuge may be, it is our refuge nonetheless. And you are not welcome here.
And a crossbow. I hate you already. All right, phase 2. This is where it gets real bad real fast. Dang it. things I'm looking for are under the pillars, so I have to get him to break them. Easy enough. I know what I need. Probably shouldn't have done this early, but it's done now. See, I went for the block. Shame on me, right? I'm holding guard or block.
Learn from your misjudgment and do not return. Another unfortunate.
That was actually incredibly easy. think this is the third one? Up there, maybe? No? Usually there's a memory vestige left behind. But they definitely dropped stuff, so they're definitely dead. So you saw the second... No, this is the fourth time we fought them, right? Second time was... That was dropped there. That was dropped... Yeah, so this is the fourth time we're fighting them. Oh, it's here. Remembrance of the Unbroken Promise. Seek scourings. We have 20 of them. I don't understand what you want from me. Now, it's not like this place will be difficult to get to. I still need to... I should be able to restore the woman who's trapped in stone. I think she's in the first area. We have the Radiant spell that removes status effects. That should be able to do it. If not, I don't really have any other ideas. Still, why can't I... And yes, I'm aware that I'm in the Umbral. Because there was nothing giving it away. Nothing at all. So, we've hit a dead end, I guess? And so you saw, the guy didn't... Last time, there was no... the little skull thingy? The totem. We'll call it a totem. The totem we noticed the first time that we fought them, it was under that pillar there after they broke it. Or it might have been this one, I don't remember for certain. But it was under this pillar, and they broke it. And since I was in the Umbral, I saw it, but I only saw it after I died. Because, you know, you don't take your eyes off the ball when it's giants and coming right at you. But after that, I tried to get them to break all of them, and as you saw, there was no totem for me to break, so I'm a little confused about that. The totem itself should have been it should have been there to help remove what the floating nails, we'll call them. That was part of its second, I guess, third phase, and that made it slightly annoying to deal with. Without those, the boss fight's no big deal, but the totem didn't spawn, or it wasn't in the same spot, and it wasn't under any of the pillars either. But I remember looking for it. Remember how the camera panned around after he killed me last time? I was looking for it, and it wasn't here. Or maybe the issue was I was looking where the pillars used to be, and I just wasn't seeing it, and I wasn't looking beyond them, which happens. Those things should not require that many hits. I'm probably going to go upgrade this if I can afford it. So, let's go back to Skyrest. I'm actually kind of upset that the boss was that easy. I wasn't paying attention to its health until things started getting a little hairy, and even then, I felt like that the situation was relatively under control. Like, I didn't... Oh, right. Another thing I saw. This was way back when I was hunting for these short swords from the Stillness Wraiths. The Swords of Stillness, or whatever they're called. When I was looking for the right-hand one, I passed this guy.
While the beacon should remain your most pressing task, I would have you perform another for me concurrently. Seek out and return to me the items which stand as proof of the Hallowed Sentinel's heretical deviations and practices. For only in the study of such can we hope to turn them towards the true light of WeArEuS.
It's him, isn't it? He's the one that I turned those items into.
This land is overflowing with sin, so I expect this undertaking to offer you little difficulty. Also, say nothing of this to Pietà or the Fidelis captain. They are already conflicted. Troubling them further only endangers them and our mission.
And by item, I'm referring to the bloody aspergillum and other
While
things
even the
like it.
handling of such items is objectionable, all facets of this heterodoxy must be exposed. While even the handling of such items is objectionable, all facets of this
Okay, so he's just going to say that.
While the Dark Crusaders have never established a formal presence in Mornstead, as you can see, our reach knows no bounds. As a former Ravager himself, Imperator Jacob would be pleased to see this return to the Aphotic Sanctum.
Okay, so I was under the impression that there would just be more. He would just say the same thing over and over again. So I almost sped past the new dialogue. Thankfully, I'm too good for that.
You serve a higher purpose, Crusader.
Okay, so definitely new stuff. I like new stuff. And I have money for new stuff, which is... I'm sorry, but I have one of those things the girl wants in exchange for that necklace. And I remember that it dropped from one of those guys with the hammer that I fought near that bridge. Poor Kay. I'm just wondering, because I don't know where they're actually supposed to be farmed. And there's no way on earth you're farming 1,333 of those things that she wants in exchange for that necklace. Not by the means I just got that one. So, we have Vanguard armor, which is pretty weak. It hardly offers better protection, aside from the resistances, of course. In terms of the damage mitigation, it is not great, considering that it weighs more than 2.5, I'm just going to call them pounds, 2.5 pounds more. So what are you? Radiant / swing your weapon, and we're going to buy it. Orient Preacher Catalyst. No. Orient Preacher Hammer. Purger Axe. mean, it starts off with pretty decent power, but it doesn't do anything else. Vanguard Barros' sword, same issue. Though, it has Wither. Then we have Neophyte daggers, which also have Wither. I'm going to just go ahead and buy both of those. And I'll test those out later. Oh, well, I say later, but I still have to do the responsible adult things first, and then I can get around to maybe fitting in an hour or 2 or 3 of experimenting. For now, though, I have a bunch of other stuff, and I don't know what's supposed to come of them. Like, we have, well, that's something else. Like, we've got this. Well, that's actually an important item. We have this. We still have this for some reason. There's spurned progeny flesh, infernal enchantress flesh, this worshipper's saw, the eyeball flayed skin. Surely those have somewhere they're supposed to go, right? Right? Anyway. Wait, let's try talking to him one more time just to make sure.
You serve a higher purpose to strive in dark. You serve a higher
What?
purpose, Crusader.
Where did this stuff come from? Ravager Gregory's sword. Strength and Radiance at 30. But it also features Holy and Wither. Okay, and this is a shield. It requires 35 strength. And if I'm going to end up with that much strength, I'm going to use the other shield that we have. Though this thing's stats are not bad in the slightest. I wonder how block protection is supposed to work when you're dual wielding 2 weapons. Does the block protection stack? Does it stack additively, multiplicatively? I don't want to buy these things because I'll never use them. I do like the Wither on this, but its value is way too low. I don't really need to buy armor. What we have is slightly lighter with slightly better stats, although this armor, the Ravager armor, has much better frostbite and poison resistance. I'm hardly concerned about either one. Well, the frostbite is a bit of a concern, since not having all of my stamina would suck. But if it turns into an issue, I suppose I could come back here and just get this.
To strive in darkness, in light we walk. This land is overflowing with sin. To offer you also, they are already You serve a higher purpose. To strive in darkness, in light we walk. You serve a higher purpose. To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
I don't have anything for him, but he might have something new.
Chosen bearer of the lamp, like you I serve.
Like I said, Scouring, no, umbral scouring clump. A clump of still twitching residue taken from umbral stigmas. So I need 50 umbral scouring to convert to this in order to use at whatever that thing is back after where we fought the boss a moment ago. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these. A pendant carved, actually, okay, that's a necklace. We'll just go ahead and grab that. Umbral weapon. That will make, yeah, that'll make umbral farming so much easier. Or farming with umbral finishers. I at least have to see what that spell is like. Offer remembrance. And from this one, we get a grand sword that requires 29 strength, but it might be it comes with frostbite and wither. Though the triggering of the frostbite will screw you if you're trying to use it for umbral finishers. At least for farming. What's up with this? Martyrdom. Summon a giant nail from beneath the ground, damaging enemies within its vicinity. Launch several orbs of umbral magic which explode upon contact. I wish I could compare this to what I'm currently wearing, but I don't have heavy gauntlets on. Dervless crossbow. It's higher with agility, which is cool, but why does this have heavy and medium arms? Oh, from the kid, right. So the problem here is I don't know how good these spells will be, and I'm not really interested in using umbral spells. Though they could be useful to me for sure, if they're any good. All of that stuff we'll have to keep for now then. There aren't a lot of good sources for the umbral scouring, which we tend to need. We have 136 eyeballs. Just call us ever vengeful, but we need hundreds. What is the donate thing about? Because if it's the eyeballs, I don't want to do that. What is it trying to get me to donate? I don't know how that's supposed to work, so I'm not messing with that. I don't have any more rune tablets for the woman over here.
Hello again, friend.
Fungal bowman dagger. Poison, obviously.
May your path be blessed.
I don't want to talk to him because he's too loud.
Ah, you again.
Nothing new there. I do really want to try out the daggers. Oh, we also got something from the boss. I should probably look into that first. Not a weapon. Not a shield. Not a spell. Not armor. Not gloves. Not rings. We did pick up a new necklace. Pendant of atrophy. A pendant incorporating no, we've had that already. This is the new one we got. A pendant carved from an ancient stone found far underground. Increased wither damage, fire defense, and holy defense. Okay. But I do find myself wondering how the wither damage works. It's just increase the amount of damage you deal to their soul so that you apply more of the white to their health bar. I would have to assume so. It doesn't make sense any other way. Now, I don't see what else we got from her. I'm going to have to check it in editing to see what else dropped. I know the part for the remembrance is one of them. Okay. Wither bolts are what we got from her. Umbral-tinged crossbow bolts that inflict wither damage. And I don't know when we got these. Do I finally have the key to that one place back? I don't. Was it the ale house? Okay, so let's see. We don't have a lot of money left for upgrading. Would probably like to upgrade this one more time, because I know that'll be good for umbral finisher farming. Because I've got 2 guys I want to use that on. But I do want to try these, and I would hate for them to suck as I do. Four for you. Who else? Vanguard Barrows' sword inflicts wither as well. Sure. It's 4 for you. Got that. And just so we're clear, Agony's Light here, even though it's only +2, it's not like, oh, it's only +1. It's got better stats than this. Then again, it does have, yeah, it's still all about this thing having 5 spell slots, which is why its spell power is so low. Frankly, I'd rather just wear a ring and increase the number of spell slots. That way I don't actually have to sacrifice spell power if I don't have to. Aside from maybe being able to cast another type of magic, aside from whatever the catalyst offers. I think this offers better base stats than the shield being offered by what's-his-face. I think that's it for everything I want to upgrade. Oh, right. I do want the sword I'm equipping. There it is. There. So now it'll kill the things in the umbral. I'm pretty sure it was them, right? It took 3 hits to kill them when it really shouldn't have. They were left with like 1 HP. I found that highly offensive. I've solved that problem now. What do we give these, though? And you know, the sad thing is, I'm making you guys sit through this, but we're not actually going to see any of these in action this episode. And depending on if I have the opportunity to test any of this out before the next one, you may never actually see them anyway. But, you know, I at least want you to know that they exist and that I do have at least a fleeting interest in them. I really don't have any of that shape, huh? I don't remember where I got those from, or what dropped them, more accurately. These don't have Inferno scaling, though. Okay, I don't really have anything for them. I don't understand why they don't let you see the items stats. I need to see its weight, its damage, all of the usual stuff. That really doesn't, this character sheet on the left side doesn't need to be here. That can be replaced with the weapon's stats, so I can keep an eye on that. And it's annoying. It's just annoying that I have to leave, go to another part of the menu, and then do it this way. Oh, right, the Exactor Dagger exists too, but that's holy damage, and I'm just interested in seeing the attack patterns for daggers, and if I can do some Umbral finisher farming in the meantime, why not, right? For now, the Exactor Dagger will just sit there. I'm probably not going to invest in it at all because I don't really care about holy damage, much less double-digit holy damage. If I wanted holy, I'd go, that's not great either, honestly. Not at all. It actually has worse scaling than this. Yeah, it somehow has, this short sword that I got in the early game somehow has worse scaling than a dagger. Then again, the dagger scales purely with radiance. So maybe that is contributing in some capacity. Anyway, even if there was anything else I wanted to upgrade, I have nothing left in the tank. And so, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves.
In Radiance, Judgment.
God, he is so freaking loud. Enhance vitality and endurance. I don't hate that. Not on his face, anyway. And so, that brings us to the end of yet another episode. I hope
Our
you guys
Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
braced yourselves as I told you to. And
I'm not without conscience. I understand the instinct to pity the boy found at the base of the mine, and the desire to condemn the hallowed sentinels for placing him there. But don't be hasty. Unfortunate as it may be, the bond between the boy and Umbral is indissoluble, and his role in safeguarding Mornstead against the darkness is vital. After all, it's an undeniable fact of life that there can be virtue in suffering.
I'm glad she said indissoluble because I did not know how to pronounce that word. That's the first time I've ever actually seen it before. So I wet myself a little when it came up. I'm all better now, nice and dry. Thanks for asking. I'm just going to check to make sure his dialogue hasn't changed or... Yeah, so he's not accepting any new items at this time, even though I still seem to have plenty of them. I don't have any more mirror fragments. So, yeah, we're done here. As I was saying earlier, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back next week with another episode. I know, it's a long time. You know what though? I was looking. No. It happened upon me. I discovered more accurately, Rise of the Ronin was released. Granted, it has bad reviews because it has terrible performance, as games of its nature do when they're ported from console by the Japanese, because for whatever reason, they continue to be willfully retarded when it comes to PC anything, honestly. So, what we're going to do next is twofold. First, I'm going to see if it's available here on GeForce Now. If so, that means a higher chance of me buying it and playing it. If so, in that particular case, I may get it, and we may replace Stalker 2 with it. I love Stalker 2. The idea of it, anyway. Lately, though, I have become very frustrated with the game, in no small part to the large number of bloodsuckers I have been forced to fight and or run from recently. For example, the previous episode features a number of instances in which I encountered them. I think one of them was off camera and probably before I started recording, but it counts, okay? Because I still had to deal with it, even though it wasn't part of the video itself. Bloodsuckers are fine in small numbers infrequently. The previous Stalker games, you could count on both hands the number that you come across through a single playthrough. In this game, I would need my hands, your hands, and probably those of some of your family members to count the number that I have come across. In no small part because in the open world outside of the underground areas, they tend to spawn in doubles, in twos. I don't know why I went with doubles. These tend to spawn in twos, which is super fun when you hate them. So I have found, well, that's just another contributing factor to my frustration with the game. Another big issue is that being an open world game, it's fine that you have to run from place to place. It's not fine that place to place is as far apart as some of these places tend to be. There's literally nothing to do, and since I don't want to waste ammo and durability of either the guns or my armor, I'm literally saving every 3 minutes maybe, just to make sure that if something spawns that I don't want to deal with, because that's the way things work in the open world with that game. Every once in a while things will just spawn and then hate you and then attack you. And since I don't want to deal with that, because paying for repairs is extremely expensive, but income is extremely stingy, the large swaths of land I have to cross from one objective to the next has become extremely tedious and annoying to deal with. So yes, Rise of the Ronin is looking like a good replacement for that game. And if I do choose to replace Stalker 2 with that game, Stalker 2 will probably come back after that game is done. Unless there's something else that I can play. But all of this is an issue for another time, and none of it may even come to pass. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.